Good morning, it's Stephen Ford from Fordable Property and Finance. I hope you've all had a wonderful month. This is vlog number 7. It's June and we're still just moving forward, slow and steady. The tortoise and the hare, I'm definitely not the hare at the moment. We've got a couple of good stats to share and some good news for the month. I had 24% of my website traffic come from social, which is great to see some traffic flowing from there. 31% of the traffic was direct and 44% of that was organic. That organic jumped from, I think it was 29% last month, so that's a huge jump, meaning I'm getting a few more search results and people finding me. I've been testing it myself a little bit and I'm definitely way back off the first page. So I've got to do some work there. A buyer's agent recently found me just because he was specifically searching for me or for my service in an area. And then also I had a client find me because he wants to purchase in a specific area and he wants a local broker. On Instagram, some of the numbers for my social, Learn the Ropes, which is my sailing app. I keep bringing it up only because anyone who's new and looking at this video, just so that they understand, I've got my side hustle, my little project. I've got a learning app, an education app for people who sail, and it's about safety. So there's 104 followers there. It's a slight increase from last month. And Fordable also has some good numbers. Steady again. I'm not dropping off or increasing, but again, I'm seeing that a lot of businesses are following me and not a lot of individuals. So I'm starting to connect with my actual clients, and then hopefully they're just following me back. But again, I'm not sold on this whole Instagram is for business. Maybe for advertising, absolutely. I think maybe the Instagram thing needs to be about me and what I do and the activities I do. Still, just looking back at one of my posts from earlier in the year, it's up to 683 people reached. And for me, that's awesome. I think that's great considering no paid advertising. It's just all flowing through and finding people and whoever's looked at it and then shared it and liked it and so forth. So that's some good numbers, but I'm obviously not completely understanding this social space. I need to get a professional in and see how much I can really leverage off this. And even with the paid advertising, I still haven't done that. I keep saying I'm going to, but I guess if there's something that you don't truly understand and know, then you may not tackle it as fast and readily as you would with other things. So for me, picking up the phone and calling a client or calling a potential client is an easy thing to do. But sitting down and learning how to do paid advertising on Facebook or Instagram, it's probably really simple. Someone out there would probably say, here's a link. It's like an easy tutorial, I'm sure. But I just haven't spent the time or made the time to do that. With my client activity, I've still got a couple of applications sitting there in the background. Unfortunately, I lost one client because they went into a branch and they spoke directly with someone, but that's also because they walked in with their parents and they're not local, they're interstate. So they found it easier to just walk in with their parents. They needed someone to support them in their acquisition of their property, and the parents were there. So that makes sense to me. I did everything possible to win that back, but it was just an easier process for them walking into the branch. So that's the client activity. Nothing massive, just applications coming through. I've had pre-approvals in place from earlier in the year. These people still haven't purchased. For my personal mood, just the fact that I've got one of those applications progressing through to settlement, that's a refinance. That's a huge win for me mentally. It's been 9 months since I've received any income for what I do as broker. So that's a big win for me, and looking into the future months, I know it's just going to slowly build and build and build. I would love to get those applications flowing thick and faster, but I've just got to keep my head in the game, head down, keep working on what I'm doing, and I know that it will definitely come. It's still a head game, making sure that you stay positive, motivated, enthusiastic. When you're on the phone, you're smiling. When you're meeting customers, you're shaking hands, and all those little things about sales, about standing up, shoulders back, being confident. That's pretty, tough going when there's all this other noise and things going on, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'll just keep plugging away at it. So that's June 2019. I hope you've all had an awesome month. I hope July is shaping up to be something amazing. I've got a little bit of a trip coming up in July, which I'm very excited about, and I'll share with you in the next vlog. So subscribe, stay tuned, leave comments, Tell me what you think. If there's more specifics that you want about my activity and marketing and website and meeting clients and how I'm building my business, then of course I'd love to hear from you. Have a great month again, and I'll speak to you in July.